Hey, this is Hansman once again, so welcome to my channel. And this time we're going to continue our previous activity, and perhaps we have already completed uh, the event handling from our React, and every single use states had been already implemented, and of course we did our custom function, which is a compute mock that would be uh, called upon in the on-click event, one of the input type button. Right, so perhaps this is the highlights of our previous um, video, but this time we're going to be working on the part 6, and that is regarding the create routes using a React Router DOM. So, but we have some, um, of course, some dependency requirement for us to work on a React Router DOM, because this needs to be installed the node package module of our React Router DOM. Okay, so we, without further ado, let's work upon on this um, video. And for now, of course, I will going to terminate the server, and we will going to install the npm install, okay, install react dash router dash dom. Okay, this will going to be our dependency library that we'll be needing locally from our uh, node modules. Okay, so I believe it works now. Let's refresh by npm start, and most likely another tab will going to be opened here. Alright, that's correct. So let me close the previous tab over here. Alright, so I think everything now it works fine now, but the most important that we have to work with is this navigation link here on the top, which is a part of our component header, and along with the whole App.js that needs to apply the, of course, the router DOM React library. Okay, probably we could start implementing it in App.js, or probably we could also start in our Header.js, because this is where our home and manage student link, right, that we're going to connect upon our link. So, but it's a good practice. We could start first on the App.js, because this is where impact that we're going to be importing, right? We're going to import the React, the browser router. So let me put that one in open curly brackets, and we will going to use a browser router as a router, as oops, as a router, okay, with a capital letter R. Routes, we're going to use a routes as router, routes, and link. I think we're using this one from the React Router DOM. Alright, so we have to import this dependency so that we could implement this link later, those router, React Router DOM library. Okay, so since we have already done this wireframing over here, so most likely we will be embedding a routes somewhere in the row of here of our student. I think here from the student, and we need to work properly here by including the proper enclosure of the route. So we can check it out first, our document, right? That term was already been mentioned as encapsulating all the rows within the router component. So this is in number 28, so particularly on the app.js. So if we have encapsulate this, we'll be adding a new or third row which is the routes will be there. So which means the router needs to be somewhere probably after the class name of the div, somewhere here on the div container. So we need to probably assign the router here. Okay, so I'll just hang on to routers because this is what we have assigned there. And of course the closing router will be mentioned. It has to be put it somewhere in the before the closing of the div, probably the last div here, right? So okay, let's see, it has to be router div. Let me save this one though. Okay, wait, there's some error coming out there. Okay, browser routes router. Okay, it wasn't properly implemented, meaning we have some errors saying here that module build failed because of some syntax error, particularly in the closing tag of router. Okay, what happened in my closing tag of router? Okay, so that will not be confused. Okay, so this router, this header basically has a couple of div, closing div, right? Similarly here, we'll just make a space here, and this one also comes along there, and closing a couple of div as well. So the last div basically is this, probably this last name. Yeah. Now, okay. So we not getting the correct positioning of this router, but it has to be encapsulating the whole set of our row, even though they are in the multiple row, right? And the routes later will be within this student. Okay, so let's just push through with this. I'll go now in between the student, and I'll be working with routes here, routes, right? And it has to be close within the student. Okay, routes within the student, because later we will delete this one and make this one as a route path. Okay, so let me just write it over here, route path. I think my error is still coming out here. Router. So I'm not getting the correct router. I think it's it should be somewhere here. Okay, it should be there. Right, now let's continue this one. The routes, right? The routes will be encapsulating the student, and later we'll make this one as a route path, right? Because this is comes with the routes as per variable. I think we need to add one more route here. Okay, so here route without s, comma, and let's make a parameter now here with the route, and let's enclose this one over here. Okay, route without s, and this will be a path, right, which is we'll probably put it in a root directory. Could be like the element will be later be element would be equals to the student. Okay, this is where now we will put our student here. Okay, I have to close this one now, self-closing tag, and I need to put the student in between. This will be a JavaScript, right? Okay, so I think I need to remove this double quote here. Oops, there you go. Yeah, this is the first route within the routes, route path, and we need also one more. But for now, the most important is the student is there. and I think we will gonna be applying one more route here, but I think it would be manage component, but we haven't done it yet though. Right, so let's see if it works there. Right, not yet at the moment. Okay, so probably we need one more, I think, with the manage here. Yeah, with the manage element. Okay, but we don't have a manage component here. Probably we can create one manage component. Okay, let's add one manage. Okay, manage.js. Right, so let's just copy paste this and change this one as manage. Okay, we'll just bring h1 here. Probably we'll just bring h1 okay, just to show our student management system. Could be a right example. So this is a student management, okay, system, right? So we will going to import this one within our app.js because we're going to use that one as our route. So let's import over here, import manage, and this will going to be automatically filled complete. And this time we will going to use that routes as a path. We'll assign that route as a manage here. Right, oops. Manage, okay. And, okay, spelling. And I will going to use the element of our manage, of course, here. So since we have already imported this one. Right, so I think we're good here now. We had route here, but I'll not be doing a self closing over here. Probably I'll just close it with a route. It would be better. And similarly also here, I'll be using routes. Okay, so let's save this. Oops, keyword h1, it's non-working within our, I think this is manage. Okay, we had an error in the manage. Okay, h1, how come the h1 is not working? Right, this is the manage. Okay, so let me just make this one as a p. Right, this is p. No, h1 should be working fine. H1, yeah, small letter, and this one should be h1 small letter. Okay, so there you go. So it we are not seeing yet at the moment, right, because we don't have yet a link, and perhaps we have to go to our header. This is where our link is work, and our header needs only to import basically one link only. So we might be only be importing a link over here, right there, and automatically it will be in the React Router DOM. Okay, save this one. So perhaps our link would be on this home and manage student, right? So which means somewhere here in our div navigation navbar dash nav bootstrap class name property, we will enclose or encapsulate this one with a link tag, right? So I'll be using link here, a link, and not a path, but it's going to be it will going to be 2, right? 2, which is equals to double quote slash. Okay, this will be a home, but we need to close this one with the link, right? And let's see, for now, without any bootstrap, we will going to work with this. Similarly, also I need to enclose this manage but this path would be coming from manage, which we define in our App.js router routes, and this has to be closed as well with a link. Oops, I think our link must be capital. Okay, yeah, that's why it's not coming correctly. It has to be capital L. Right, it has to be capital L. Okay, I think this will work. Let's save, and I think some link define it's pretty much working fine, hopefully. Right, let's see if it works though. Oops, it's like not terminating properly. The link is not properly terminating. Link to. Okay, link to would be going to home. I think this is good though. Link to manage. Okay, and it should be closed. Link. Anything else we need to enclose this? I believe. Let's try to work with the class name, maybe with the navbar. Nav link active maybe. So let's say a class name, which is navbar. Okay, navbar, or probably navlink, which is active. Right, and similarly also navlink will going to be not active. Okay, so just a couple of class names will be here, but this will not be active. Navlink only. Okay, so this time let's see this. Okay, alright, so it's fine now. So the active is basically in the home, and the managed student management system is coming there. Right, so pretty much our React router DOM is working fine now. So in our App.js, the active link would be the home, and if I click the managed student, okay, we're now opening still a single page. Right, so there you go. So we need only to fix this one, because I think we haven't used the link in the App.js. We can delete this one, right, and save it. And okay, I think still one more warning is there. Keyword. Okay, from the Header.js. What was that one? From the Header.js. So attributes invalid, navigation. Okay, it seems that I don't get it. What is my error? Keyword. Provide an invalid address. Okay, I think my nav link active, it's fine though, but so far it works fine for me though. Right, yeah, so probably we don't have any issue to this one at the moment. So this time we have completed the React router DOM from this video, and once again we'll see you to the next video. And definitely, actually, we already completed the routes using the React router DOM, and we're going to be moving into MongoDB for the next video. And of course, we're going to be working with some other components, dependencies as well, such as Mongoose and many more, right? So hopefully we're going to be working with more videos to come, particularly on Node and Express.js. So this time, thank you for watching. We'll see you once again for my next video. Bye bye for now.